but they can't see you. Say hello, I'm helping. Hello, welcome to Maddie Makes. Today we're going to take this beautiful watercolored bat that I made in the last video. Check up there. And we're going to spin it. Now I didn't get much input, so I decided that I'm going to do a long draw since this is like the fluffiest stuff in the world. It's BFL, there's some Corriedale, there's a lot of alpaca in here. And just look at the colors. It's like a muted watercolor painting and it makes me happy. So we're going to do a long draw. We're going to do a 2-ply. We're going to start by just ripping this thing in half. And Sapphire's just gonna, yes, you're gonna input? Okay, thank you, Sapphire. So roughly in half. I never do this evenly, but that's okay. Roll up the half we're not using and put it aside. There's a basket back there. Then I'm just going to take the one we are using and we're just going to pull off a nice little handful strip. And I'm doing it however it wants to come off. Since this bat is fairly blended, there's really no need to do anything, you know, complicated. Just gonna go simple. Strip off a piece of bat. I'm just pre-drafting a little bit. Since it's a new bat, it's very fluffy. If it came due in the mail or something, you definitely want to do some of the pre-drafting. It wakes it up. Yep, it's gonna get all over my skirt, isn't it? It is. Okay, kitty, get your face over. She just stuck her nose against the wheel. So when I start spinning, that won't be good. Now I'm gonna do an S twist, so I'm gonna go counterclockwise. S and Z can get confusing, so I'm just going counterclockwise to start her off and clockwise to ply it. Okay, I just pulled out a few little tough, put it in my loop. It's already kind of pre-spun it a little bit. And this is gonna be thick, and that's okay. I know. I'm gonna move my basket back. I'm gonna put my fiber supply in my basket behind me. It holds it out of the way and draft even more. Okay. Spin, make sure you have good take up. This is the part where you're kind of testing your wheel to make sure it's doing what you want. And when I draft, I'm always pulling backwards. The long draw, you're pulling backwards. And let this in. I know I have a big knot, so I'm gonna get that through first before we actually start really drafting it, or really spinning it. Yep, hits the knots, won't go anywhere. So my video dropped out right before I was showing you how to actually spin this long draw. So let's do it with this better angle, because now you can actually see I have my fiber sitting on top of the basket here, and I'm spinning with the wheel going to the left, counterclockwise. Sapphire is still trying to help. We're good. So get your wheel going and very lightly hold your fiber supply, letting the twist go into it and pulling back. And you're controlling the twist going into it with your right hand, because right now I'm going too thin, so I want more twist to go in there to get it thicker. And if you totally let it go, it just pretty much spins itself, which is kind of fun. If you want to be more controlling, you can hold closer to and control how much twist goes into it more. Just make sure you put a little extra twist into it. And I have a lot of take up right now, so we gotta be, that's why I'm holding it with my right hand more than not, is because it will pull it right out of my hands. But I don't want to totally redo my wheel, because that would be moving this whole thing. in closer, so it's not as, so the band isn't as tight, therefore the band isn't pulling as much. If I had the Scottish tension set up with this, it would be different. But that part is broken. Okay. This is also the part where you pull whatever weirdness out of there. That was a little piece of hay or something. So draft, let the twist go in. Soon you'll get to where you can just pull it back. You see I'm rotating the fiber so I get different tips, or you can gather the top back up again. Because you do want to make sure you get a little extra twist, because we're going to ply this, and when you ply you lose some of the twist. If you notice the part's really thin, pull off your fiber supply. Pull back your yarn, let it dangle and untwist. And I see it's like really thin right here, so I want to put it, don't lose the twist you have on top. Put your fiber supply underneath, all fluffy, let it gather, let the twist go into it. Okay, now I'm pinching where I have my new yarn, or the fluff overlaying. And basically this, you're just overcasting one with the other and adding more fiber to your single. And normally my left hand is really light on the fiber supply. If I need to like pull a piece thinner, I put in more pressure. There you go. There. And if you find your fiber supply is getting all weird and folded, oh, there's part of that part that was too thin. It just came loose in there, it's fine. Fluff it back up, get it back up to the top. It's still connected, just lay it back over for the higher part of the fiber. Because I worked down this side, so I'm gonna go back up. Because I was just letting it spin and not paying that much attention, because I was just kind of enjoying myself there. And hold and pull and hold and pull. And you just go far back until you're comfortable, or like this until I hit the chair. A lot of long draw is really based on where you're sitting and how you're sitting. Now, if I was on the stool that went with this, I would have more motion because it's just a stool. There's no back, but it's not comfortable. I need to play with it until it's comfortable, because for some reason someone thought a right edge cut right by your legs was a good idea. Okay, and check your weft. After you've been doing a while, you might have a little too much buildup. Sure, it doesn't look bad at all. Looks pretty. Hope you can see what's on there. You should be able to. And there's my half an hour timer, so I need to grab something to eat and actually get back to work. So I'll catch you back up for a little bit more spinning, plying. So yeah, stay tuned for more spinning, more plying, and then totally finishing the yarn. So we're going to finish the yarn totally in this video. And down the road, we will turn it into a shawl if I find a pattern I want to work with. And there's a lot of beautiful patterns out there, and we'll go over patterns in a later video. This one's all about the Longdraw, all about the fluffiness, because Longdraw is a great woolen way of producing yarn, and it's going to be all fluffy and have character and maintain some of its color, but still a lot of air in the spin, because air is getting trapped when I spin, even though it's fairly fine. Welcome to plying time. We will be spinning in a clockwise direction. I got both my spools down here in a lazy Kate. Ends together through my hoop here, just to ignore the extra. Okay, I'm gonna move my lazy Kate back just a little bit. I'm working really hard not to get any ply backs there. Good, clockwise direction. And both of them together. Oops. No uptake. There we go. That should do it. So fine. It's so airy. It's going to be such the beautiful lace weight shawl. I haven't done a lace weight shawl in a while. This will be great. Okay, got a little too much energy in it. Just a little bit. Nothing that won't wash out. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I got a little bit that was plying back, so I just had to put a little bit more tension on it. It generally works. She does make her little sounds, doesn't she? You know, the next project is actually cleaning this Kromsky Symphony. I haven't done a deep clean with her since I got her, and I got her used, so it is time to take everything apart, wipe everything down. And she has a beeswax finish, so another light coat of beeswax, and she'll be on her way. And I'll catch you back up when I get the plying done. See you in a bit for the final reveal. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, what do you do when it happens? I mean, that should not happen. I spun it really good. That should not be a thing. That should not have been a thing. Oh, this is where I spliced it. Well, Yeah. Okay, we'll take it apart later, but right now, 3 little knots. 23. Where was I holding it? 24. 25. 26. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 200. 99 is 100. It's 200 yards though. Okay. Approximately 200 yards. Let's get this baby tied up. Wash it and final reveals. You just talked to my stomach. OMG. Okay. We wrapped this around 100 times, though I might have lost count, so at least 100 times. So we have 200 yards. I am going to wash it, and then we'll go for final reveals, and we'll see if it shrunk any. Alrighty, I'll be back. Well, this is the finished skein, and I will do a detail of it, but it's so fluffy. So 200 yards. And I love the way the colors turned out. And there will be 2 skeins, approximately the same size. So let's go down to the table and you can see how much pretty colors in here. Not my most consistent spin, but I did it really fast. But you can see the lights and the blues that are in this green. It's the browns. It's from that brown alpaca. And the white was the white alpaca, and the blue was our mystery floof. But this is all washed, it's all set. And when it's knit into a project, I'm thinking it'll turn out really well. So I just gotta start researching knitting projects. Figure out how I want this beautiful watercolor colorway to turn into a shawl. Well, I will see you later in the next video. If you want to see more of me, there's a playlist over there, a video over there, and somewhere in here is my face, and you can just go subscribe. That would be much appreciated. Love you all, and thank you much. Happy spinning, happy knitting, and happy all the fiber prep. Have fun, y'all. Bye.